Pizza Tower is the hit game where you play as the Italian salesman Peppino, who is in crippling debt. Then a literal pizza tells him that he's going to evaporate his residence. Distraught by this idea, the Italian salesman gains the ability to run at Mach speed and chases the destructive pizza face to his humble abode. Peppino decides his one true goal in life will be to destroy the pizza face's tower before he has the chance to beam his shop out of existence. I have now entered the first room of the tower, where I proceed to do the most important part of my conquest, random stuff. But then I decide it's probably a good idea that I actually play the game, so I just... I am now a seasoned expert. What are you doing? Anyway, it's time for the first level. As I walk in, I immediately realize that this level is based off the... which is clearly an extraordinary sign. I proceed to calmly jog my way through the level before... Oh no. Is that what I think it is? That can only mean one thing. Guys, I believe that I may or may not be in danger. I should probably try to make it back to... Oh, secret room. It appears I found that says 1 minute and 30 seconds. Alright, remind me to ignore the secret rooms next time. Well, that was quite the eventful level, especially for my first one, but it's time for the next one. Oh, is that a sword? Wait, guys, I wasn't ready this time. Guys, it appears I am unable to figure out how to get to the X. Oh my god! You didn't see that. I definitely did not die last level, and I most definitely will not die this level either. This level adds very cool cheese blocks that disappear as you step on them. Why? Because I said so. And by the way, this level adds bombs, which can be used to blow giant rats away. These rats need to be blown away if you want to progress into the level. Why? Because I said so. Oh, is that an eye? I wonder what that does. So these eyes are cosmic terrors that send you to a whole different dimension. Now, if I could. Oh, what's this? A long line of cheese that I have to run through? Well, don't mind if I do. Oh, it's John Gutter. Perfect timing. Alright, this should not be too hard. Well, that's not good. Stop falling, stop falling, you idiot! Oh my gosh, how can you not make this one jump and you're dead? This happened multiple times. But after many attempts and
actually making the parkour jump for once in my life,
I finally made it. Alright, looks like it's time for the Blood Sauce Dungeon. And that name may sound completely normal, but what you don't know is that it's not sauce, it's not blood, it's lava. And it's pitch black. Now I can't even see where I'm going without giving myself a 17th degree burn. During pizza time, I had many close calls, but thankfully I managed to persevere, and as you can clearly see, this boss fight is very easy. Very, very, very easy. The boss fights in this game usually make you have to innovate to beat the bosses. In this case, you have to learn how to move like you're Usain Bolt. Wait a minute, I don't really like that rank. Let me just... To make some quick commentary on this level, it's a big example on how this game does variety right. I mean, there are a couple mechanics relegated to only this level, and this is the same with many others. This helps especially when you want to go back and P-rank everything later on, because you're not doing the same thing over and over again. But you're not here for all that game reviewer nonsense. What you're here for is... Why, hello there. What do you do? Okay, hey, don't throw that at me. It appears I am once again on fire. And so we find a new power-up. I like to call it Popeye. Well, this level isn't foreboding at all. You can surf on the bodies? Yeah! I mean, I apologize. I would never go out of my way to disrespect the dead. Huh, I'm a ghost now. And it lets me float through cheese graters. Very cool. And with that, I arrived to... Wow, this pizza time is very fun. I'm sure nothing will make it any more difficult. The Rock has come back to haunt me. Okay, so after a couple attempts, I did make it, and now... It's time for the fun farm with special guest Mort the Chicken from the hit PlayStation game Mort the Chicken. Perform amazing acts such as hook jumping and fighting enemies but with the chicken, and that's pretty much it. Mort the Chicken is the best character in the whole game, and that cannot be refuted. So I got through and went on with the level. Nothing too crazy happened here except for the appearance of Mort the Chicken. This level was pretty fun and all. There were guys with guns, horses, and all that western cowboy type stuff. There are also these fans that push you in an upwards direction that let you fly, but there's also this guy. This annoying horse will gatekeep items from you if you lose to him. I thought it was just a fun little challenge to complete for fun, so I was relaxed about it, but no, he has a unique cage that gatekeeps one of the toppings. And for those who don't know, toppings are collectible sentient pizza toppings that give you the money necessary to rent out the space for the boss door. So yeah, they're quite important. Other than that, I finished, and that was it. Alright, who is it gonna be now?
You got a lot of nerve coming over here.
What?
You've murdered hundreds of my kind. And you expect me to let you get away with it?
My bad?
Shut up and take this.
Ooh, a gun.
Think fast.
Fun fact, this level boss was the most difficult one to get a rank other than Dion. I kid you not, I tried over 20 or 30 times.
Major L on your part.
Shut up.
Why don't you shut up and take this rocket to the face?
This boss has amazing attacks that include gun, faster gun, bomb, slide, flamethrower, and literal rocket launcher. Oh yeah, and he can also call in a cow airstrike.
Call in the airstrike, now.
I won't let you.
How dare you? Someone turn off the lights now.
Oh god, now I can't even see.
I said, think fast.
Overall, this boss fight is amazingly choreographed. As I kept dying, I kept learning. I learned how to dodge which attack, when to save up lives on the ground, how to take advantage of his weaknesses, but there's still one more thing that I must do.
Man, you're really good with that gun. How about this? We'll do a quick draw. When the sign says draw, we pull our revolvers, and whoever shoots first is the victor.
Alright.
Okay. 5, 4, 3.
Think fast!
You cheater!
Yeah, I did it! Alright, on to the next level. And now it's time for the third floor, where I will be living out the rest of my years in a vacation resort. In Crust Cove, I had to fight through hordes of malicious creatures such as pizza goblins and literal pineapples. I also got to ride in a barrel, which was quite fun and quite confusing. In other news, the artillery is coming. Warning, there are 20 hot explosive bombs approaching your location. After much more artillery fire, I did complete this with the amazing and beautiful B rank. And now it's time for the Gnome Forest. It's an overall normal level with normal enemies, but none of that is important because eventually you run into a dead end and get to play as our special guests, Gustavo and a literal rat. When playing as them, you get to do such things as spin in the up direction, also known as double jumping, and that's it. Overall, this is an amazing way to spice up the gameplay, and we even get to spend the better half of with them. That was the last time, by the way. Of course, since we must backtrack through the level, we have to go back to playing as this guy and make it to the end of the level. Oh wow, I'm sure I'll really love this diner-themed level. No, I am not doing this. I refuse.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're playing a really fun game. It's called Torture.
I hated this level so much. It was terrible, but I did make it through. And now I no longer want to talk about this level. Good day and goodbye. Let me ask you, who do you know that really eats olives on pizza? Well, here's a minor conspiracy theory. No one eats olives on pizza. It's all a lie because olives were aliens the whole time. This level adds many of some of my favorite mechanics, like the olive bubble, which infinitely floats you up until you pop it, and the amazing rocket, which lets you propel yourself at extremely high speeds mid-air. This specific power-up is animated so well, it's so expressive, you can really see the mix of enjoyment and fear in Peppino's eyes. In this level, we get to visit many planets, which also give some interesting lore implications, like, where even are we? Could we possibly even be in the same tower? Well, that's a question that I don't have an answer to. And the next boss is just around the corner, so let's just wrap this up and move on. Man, I really need to stop walking into random rooms without knocking.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Aren't you the guy I'm supposed to be fighting right now?
Maybe?
It took you long enough. I was waiting here for hours.
Just shut up and fight me already. Now, the noise is the epitome of funny, goofy randomness. All of his attacks are erratic and chaotic, and he only chooses to go vulnerable at random times in between his attacks. He even goes out of his way to fake you out at the beginning of the fight, which just gets me every time. But this run was different.
The other guy may have had bombs, but I have bombs that jump!
It never gets better, does it? Why would you just stand still for a second? Stop moving so much. Enough of this. Oh my god, what is that?
Ha! It's my balloon! Joke's on you! Now I have a narcissism boost for getting to see my face on the whole screen!
How can you be that self-centered? So, you know how you memorize the attack patterns from the first phase? Well, now throw that all down the drain, because now he'll fake you out into thinking that he's vulnerable, only to attack you, jump up into the air, fall, attack you again, then become vulnerable. Many of his attacks are also now changed to deal area of effect damage or hit much harder, but thankfully, I was able to beat him with relative ease.
You know what? That's it! It's minigun time!
What the?
Hey! Get your hands off me! I was in the middle of beating this guy up! Let go of me!
Huh. I guess that's it then? Yeah! Alright, now my journey takes me to the underground, the part of the city that no one sees. I'm in the slums now. And you know who else is in the slums? Well, of course, our good friend, The Noise.
After Mom found out I tried murdering you, she kicked me out, and now I'm here, rotting in the slums.
Tragic.
But hear me now, and mark my words, I will get my revenge on you.
A likely story. Now go back to sleep. So, Pepino Bot Factory is a very normal level actually. Nothing really special happens here other than the fact that you can turn into a literal pizza. So yeah, there's a power up here that literally lets you turn into a pizza box that can flap each side of its box like wings. Overall, it was a fun level that added only a few standard mechanics, but the next level on the other hand is quite the different story. So, this level is called, it's called, well, you can guess what it's called. And of course it takes place in a sewer where you can find a variety of new mechanics and enemies, such as turning into a cheese zombie, the pipes from Mario, banana peels you can slip on, and Ninja Turtles, and much more. This level also contains a second power-up, allowing you to slide on the lid of a trash can, which is helpful when trying to swim against the current of flowing water. Overall, the level was actually quite fun and enjoyable. The Pig City is a city so run down that literal pigs run it. It also adds a sliding mechanic with these metal bars that you can slide on. The animation for them is immaculate, just like the rocket animation. There are also taxis that take you to later locations. Wait, you're not a taxi driver! And so, Pepino has been caught by the feds. But don't worry, because he has backup. Gustavo and the cancerous rat are here to complete the rest of the level for us before returning to the prison for Pepino to then escape and backtrack the level. This level was nice. And honestly, any level with Gustavo and the rat is a good level. I'm not gonna bloat the main point of this part. This level contains my favorite motif of the whole game, which is this. I love this music so much. Now that that's out of the way, Going through this level was quite easy, a breeze, some might say. But that doesn't mean it didn't add any new unique mechanics like every level. The new power-up for this level is the spicy pizza. This allows you to literally fly and break special ice blocks, which makes it so you don't have to directly backtrack the same path as last time during pizza time. Overall, this level has a good soundtrack, great mechanics, and more. But we have a boss fight, so we need to wrap this up quickly. Oh, it looks like I'll be fighting myself. I'm sure this will be a very fun boss. What is that? What? This boss mimics your own moves, which means it will super jump and it will mock run and it will even grab you. The only difference being it is fundamentally flawed, so it does everything worse than you. A fun mechanic of this boss is that while not giving you a visual indicator, you can actually hit it in the middle of performing some moves. This is because you are also vulnerable at those times, so make sure to take advantage of this. And of course, this deep fake from ChatGPT has a special surprise at the end of its fight. Finally, this fight is gonna end. What? Of course this boss has a chase level, of course. The level has been completed, and now it's time for the next and final floor. Alright, this level is,
Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, so you guessed what this level is inspired by. Of all things, I never expected this game to have a Five Nights at Freddy's knockoff, but here we are. Now, there are a little bit of spooky mechanics in this level, like, death. These teeth and mushroom detectors will see you, and then you will have 5 seconds to kill them, or they will find you. Overall, this level adds a uniqueness and amazing reference in this. Is that a shotgun?
Hello everyone, and welcome back to my playthrough of Fizz, the Bizarre Entity.
In all seriousness, this level amazingly takes assets from so many different levels and combines them all together to create a brand new theme, while also still adding brand new gimmicks, enemies, and power-ups. I've just been saying the same thing about most levels so far, so I'll just leave it at that. This level gave me PTSD. Anyway, on to the final boss.
So, you finally made it to the top of my tower. Too bad it was for nothing. I am going to crush you, and make sure your pizza shop is obliterated.
The Pizza Face boss fight is the culmination of everything you've learned. Every enemy is thrown at you all at once. It's up to you to utilize your moveset to grab these enemies and use them to damage Pizza Face. At first, it will be difficult and you will lose track of yourself, but you will succeed.
You really thought that a literal face with no arms could do all this?
Yes, actually I did.
Well, that is just another reason why I will beat you down. You are too stupid.
So forget everything you thought this fight was gonna be, because you're gonna be learning completely new boss attacks now. This fight is literally silly and cartoony, which is reflected by the music too.
Oh no! Bleh, I'm dead.
Did I?
Just kidding.
Oh my god.
I'm sure this has been a great time for you, just like it has been for me. So, let's invite your good friends over too.
What?
You really thought you could get rid of me?
I told you how to get revenge!
What? No. I'm not gonna deal with these stupid bosses all over again. This is the climax of the entire fight. You use your experience fighting the bosses, and you attack with a flurry of punches, Goku style. Even Gustavo joins the fight. You can grab him and throw him at bosses to instantly make them vulnerable and open to an attack.
Didn't I tell you I would get back? You're lucky I left my minigun at home!
It's my rough me out today. No, sir, faster than I end up with.
Okay, the time for games is over. It is now time for you to die.
It's over. Wait, what's that sound? Oh no. Oh no, that can only mean one thing. Now, in the ultimate culmination of absolute pizza tower, we run down the entire tower, facing every enemy, using every moveset available, almost every power-up, and we race to the bottom in one final...
Oh, so you're taking hitchhikers now?
We can put aside our differences, for now at least.
And so our journey comes to its end. With Pizza Head gone, the bosses being turned to our side, and the enemies escaping to better pastures, the credits finally roll. However, it's not over yet because we still get a final ranking on our overall performance. This one varies from person to person, but the ending I got was... Okay, so maybe I'm not the best at avoiding damage, but it was still an amazing experience. And with that, I return to the title screen and begin to form my closing thoughts. This game is just good. It should be the leading example of what a good platformer is. That's not to say that every platform has to be a direct copy of this, but that it should innovate and add variety in mechanics. Pizza Tower has a wiki page describing the new gimmicks added in every single level. The way how Pizza Tower always has you learning something new is a big part of what makes it so appealing, and that's setting aside the music and art style. The fact that this was made by a single person is also honestly surprising, even though it shows. Overall, this game was a 10 out of 10 experience. I have zero complaints. This game is perfect. Except for the mini golfing level. That's a terrible level. It doesn't count. It does not count as something that's part of the actual game.
So you're taking hitchhikers now? That got out.
Just everything was fine except for the so you're taking hitchhikers now. So can you just repeat that?
What happened?
There was no
My was so abruptly loud that my mic didn't even want to give you the feedback because of how scary it was, obviously.
Just repeat that real quick.